Hello, welcome to the Magazine World through Raptor SI. Today, we will offer you reports about the strike of doctors in South Korea. Robert Kuhn, a renowned expert on China, shares his insights on the preparation of China's two annual political meetings. We will look at the current events in Russia and the Ukrainian conflict, and China's IFD Investment Facilitation Agreement for Development. South Koreans are divided over the ongoing doctors' strike. The reason is bad government policy. For 100 to 120 hours a week, the salary is between 2 and 4 million won per month, which is approximately 1,500 to 3,000 US dollars.
이거는 정부의 잘못된 정책, 그리고 그러니까 설익은 필수의료 패키지와 근거 없고 비과학적인 2,000명 증원에 대해서 실망한, 정말로 이제 절망한 의사들이 마치 누굽니까? 뒤르케미 얘기한 이제 집단 자살 사태, 그런 것들처럼 집단적인 일종의 절망 상태입니다. 그래서 그만둔 거예요. 그거를 왜 돌아갈 거라고 생각하는지 모르겠어요. 새벽 4시나 6시에 시작해서 보통 12시간부터 40시간까지 연속 근무를 합니다. 법적으로 정해진 건 36시간 연속 근무고요. 그것조차 말이 안 되죠. 그리고 주당 88시간 근무하는 게 법으로 정해져 있는데 그조차도 안 지켜진 채 보통 100시간 이상, 120시간까지도 근무를 합니다. 일주일에.
의사들만 좀 본인들 생각에만 집중돼서 너무
What's so new about China's new productive forces? A major step up for China's economy. The country is shifting toward a growth model that values quality over quantity with the concept of new productive forces. Innovation and technology are set to be the key drivers for a more sustainable economic future. Robert L. Kuhn, a renowned expert on China, shares his observation in the run-up to the 2024 two sessions, China's annual political meetings.
I'm Robert Lawrence Kuhn, and here's what I'm watching. China's economy, top of mind, internationally and domestically, in the run-up to the 2024 two sessions annual political meeting. The new guiding phrase is new productive forces, which now headlines economic directives at central and local governments as China pivots to a growth model that prizes quality over quantity. How do new productive forces fit into the nested concepts that frame China's economic future? The grand goal is the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, which is achieved by Chinese modernization, which is energized by high-quality development, which is promoted by new productive forces. Here's how President Xi Jinping explains it. Developing new productive forces is an intrinsic requirement and an important focus of promoting high-quality development, and it's necessary to continue to well-leverage innovation to speed up the development of new productive forces. With innovation as the essential driver, Xi stresses, that new productive forces mean advanced productivity, freed from traditional economic growth models. It features high technology, high efficiency, and high quality, and it aligns with the country's new development philosophy. These initiatives are underway. The share of strategic emerging industries, such as new energy, high-end equipment, and biotechnology, in China's GDP rose to over 13% in 2022, from 7.6% in 2014, with the 2025 target over 17%. Such a rise of new productive forces is said to signal a transformative shift in China's economic landscape, replacing antiquated growth drivers with more dynamic ones, thus enabling sustained economic development. Implementing new productive forces requires continuous breakthroughs in science and technology, which introduce disruptive technologies, fuel emerging industries, enhance industrial chains, and expedite the green transition, all empowered by intelligent information. Equally important is deepening reform, especially modernizing sci-tech management and removing bottlenecks. Accelerating new productive forces depends on a vigorous private sector, which always in all countries generates most innovations, but which in recent years in China has been affected by adverse conditions, such as the impact of the pandemic, certain regulations, and the complex external environment. Now, the National People's Congress, the Ministry of Justice, and the National Development and Reform Commission are jointly discussing a law for promotion of the private sector, which would ensure equality with state-owned companies regarding access to financing, resources, and government contracts. There are challenges: lingering post-COVID public uncertainty, huge local debt, volatile stock market, youth unemployment, a shrinking and aging population, international tensions. The world awaits China's answer. A plan is coming. I'm keeping watch. I'm Robert Lawrence Kuhn.
Russia said on Saturday that its forces had struck Ukrainian ammunition depots. Ukraine has announced that it has shot down a Russian plane. According to their latest information, Russia's Ukrainian conflict has been going on for more than 2 years.
Механизированных бригад Вооруженных сил Украины, 107-й и 241-й бригад теробороны в районах населенных пунктов Клещеевка, Богдан.
Do you know what the Investment Facilitation Agreement for IFD development is? IFD is the process of creating an incentive to attract foreign direct investment in a country. The IFD agreement is actually a very good initiative that promotes development. Over the past 20 years, China has become the main trading partner of more than 140 countries.
All right. In fact, the IFD agreement is a very good initiative to promote development.
We need an agreement like investment facilitation agreement, which will help.
China took the lead
into this, and we welcome very much it.
This agreement is helping all the countries to bring investment and to do the best as possible in trying to make our economies more integrated into the multilateral trading system.
I am in Abu Dhabi at the 13th WTO Ministerial Conference. For those of you who don't know, this is the highest decision-making body of the WTO. Amid the hustle and bustle of the meeting venue, I noticed a frequently heard phrase, that is IFD, Investment Facilitation for Development.
Investment facilitation can take the form of a one-stop website and a streamlined approval process. Like, if Tesla wants to invest in a factory in China, it can visit the one-stop website to apply. This makes it easier for investors to find information and to submit application requirements. The approval process is also streamlined. It may take months or years to register a company in the past, but now it could be done in a day. It greatly reduces the process time and cost for companies.
Oh, so investment facilitation is a bit like a magic tool for success. I was told that all these examples are only microcosm of investments being supported around the world with investment facilitation. No wonder even the WTO Director General Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, with huge tasks on her plate for MC13, focused some spotlights on IFD as well, the Investment Facilitation for Development. In 2001, China formally joined the World Trade Organization. Over the past 2 decades, China has become one of the largest trade hubs in goods, a major trading partner for more than 140 countries and regions, and a driver of global economic growth, contributing about 1/3 of annual world growth. Experts and officials have given high marks for China's performance as a WTO member.
We were very happy, really happy when China joined the World Trade Organization, which I think is now 23 years ago, which really opened up to a phase of unseen globalization, where basically everybody could trade with everybody else.
While China has made a big progress, we also create more opportunities for the rest of the world. China now has a large volume of the import from all over the world. For example, now the 10% of the LDC's export, the destination is China. So we provide a huge market to others, let others to enjoy our development. Of course, we benefit from the accession to WTO, we benefit from the globalization. Yes. But also, we also create a lot of opportunities for the rest of the world. It's not just one win, one loss. Actually, the win-win situation.
The 2023 China Import Development Report shows that from the year 2001 to 2022, the imports volume rose from more than $243 billion to over 2,700 billion, with an average annual growth rate of 12.17%. At that time, when China just joined the WTO, its imports accounted for 3.8% of the world's total merchandise imports. Now, after more than 20 years, China's imports have already accounted for more than 10% worldwide. Meanwhile, emerging markets economies are gradually becoming important sources of imports for China. In the year 2022, Malaysia, Brazil, and Vietnam are among the top 10 sources of China's imports. As an International Monetary Fund report said, together, policies centered around economic rebalancing toward consumption would ensure that sustained high-quality growth is achievable and more durable. This will not only benefit China, but also the world.
China keep change. It's not day by day, but minute by minute. Yes. So it's good for us to learn. Not only for Timor-Leste, but China have played a very important role around the world. And we're confident that all of us will create a peace and stability and love for the world.
The Chinese authorities and the embassy with its commercial office and trade office were very, very supportive to open up the Chinese market for Lebanese talent and products. Because, I mean, you can imagine a small little country like Lebanon having a market like China open up. It's a big deal.
China has a 1.4 billion people market. We are an 18 million people country, so what we produce we really need to export because we produce way more than we consume ourselves. I think this is a win-win situation.
China has been a WTO member for more than 20 years. From tough negotiations and integration at the beginning to now taking the lead on key global issues, China seeks development through openness and win-win results through cooperation. And China will stay the course of globalization, sharing development opportunities with the world.
Thank you for following our news. See you at the next part of the magazine world through Raptor's eyes.